Hey everybody, Paul Bray, Family Friendly Gaming. This FFG Chronicles, we're going to talk about E3 2016. For long-time readers know that the first 9 years Family Friendly Gaming was around, we physically attended 7 of those E3s, so 7 out of 9. And 2014 was the last one we went to for a specific reason. We were getting tired of the lies, and we said, we're going to take a couple years off, let us recuperate and regroup and just rejuvenate. And we also decided that we were going to take the money, because it's expensive to attend E3. It cost us around $2,000 to do it. We decided that we wanted to get better camera equipment. In fact, this video is only possible because we saved up, and the money we were going to spend on E3 we spent on this camera equipment so we can do these videos. We also used it for the video capture equipment, so we've been finding ways to improve family-friendly gaming and invest the money in what we found to be a better source. The hype is what a lot of people complain about. If you read any other gaming sites, you probably hear people complain, writers and editors and whatnot, complain about the hype. And really, hype is just another word, a redefinition of a lie. So these companies sit there and try to hype a game up. It's the most amazing ever. It's the greatest you've ever seen. And then you actually find out, no, it's not so great. It's got all these bugs and problems. Or it's only got a couple characters like Street Fighter V. So the companies do all this hype. We're so awesome. This game's going to be the greatest ever. And then you play it and you're like, no, you're wrong. So you realize they were lying, and then they try to cover up the lie and call it a hype. There are other lies we've seen at E3. Certain companies would sit there and say, yeah, we'll definitely get you a bunch of reviewable copies, and we're going to advertise the Family Friendly Gaming. And then when we would contact them, all of a sudden they couldn't figure out how to use the reply button. They were not capable of answering their telephones, and they didn't respond or reply to voicemails. So we realized, okay, they said one thing in E3, and then they actually did the opposite. So they were lying to us.
Like Splatoon.
Yeah, Splatoon and Fire Emblem Awakening. They sit there and promise to be one game. All of a sudden they split it in 3. Fates, sorry, Fire Emblem Fates. So we've had so many of those lies. Oh, and one of the ones that irritated us most was Farming Simulator. Now, we like Farming Simulator games. Don't get me wrong. Okay, we like them. What happened at E3 was, behind closed doors, they showed us the game, and they said, you're going to be able to dig up dirt anywhere except for a road. Roads were off limits and houses were off limits, but if there was grass, you could dig it up and you could plant something. If there was regular plow ground, you could dig that up and plant grass and have grass there. So we said, okay, that's cool, this is awesome. It was so awesome that it was the one little bit that put it above the other simulator games, and they won one of our E3 awards. Well, when the game was released and we got a copy of the game, we found out it wasn't in there at all. Again, they lied to us. They presented something that was awesome that we wanted, and then when we actually played the game, we find out, no, it's not in there. So they sit there and were awarded something on a lie, which really irritated us, and we said, we're sick and tired of this. So when we go back to E3 next time, we decided to take 2 years off, 2015, 2016. This year, we're going to cover it again from Memphis like we did last year. It was actually worked awesome last year. We're considering going back in 2017, physical attendance. But when we go back, we're not doing these appointments. We are sick and tired of running around from hall to hall, west and south halls, and going all around trying to get to appointments. And it's like, we're sick of it. We're not going to do that anymore. We're going to go one day, we're going to cover one hall, one day we're going to cover the other hall, and that'll be it. We'll be done. We're not going to jump through all their hoops. We're not their slaves. I know a lot of the PR marketing seem to think the media is their slaves, and we're like, no, we're not your slave. We've really exercised our independence the last couple of years, and I want to thank all the Gamergate community for supporting us, because we are not part of the corruption. We're part of the honesty, part of the ethics, morals, and that's one of the reasons why the E3 lies bother us so much, is we're sick and tired of being lied to. They need to quit that. Some of the worst companies we've dealt with at E3 is Atlas USA, Nintendo, Sony, Microsoft. Is there anyone else who's really bad? Do you remember anyone else?
Disney's been bad in the past.
Disney's been off and on. They were honest with us about Disney Infinity at E3.
No, they weren't. Race mode.
Well, yeah, race mode. They lied about race mode. Generally, Activision's been honest with us. THQ, and it's a shame they're gone, but they were honest with us. Who was the other one who was really honest with us? Ubisoft was generally honest with us. They were sometimes last couple of years they've gotten messed up. Ubisoft has, but in the past they were really honest and open and welcoming of family-friendly gaming, and they've kind of deteriorated and fallen off. And I think part of that, like with Nintendo, was the fact that we support biblical marriage, and Nintendo attacks it, and then they sit there and send a press release out to say that they support everyone and everything and every belief. Well, you can't sit there and take a hot button issue and pick one side and not offend the other side. You can't sit there and say I support both sides of this issue. No, you don't. You don't at all. So we're gonna give a few predictions here for E3 2016. Sony's gonna be all about the VR and about how the PlayStation 4 is outselling the Xbox One and the Wii U. Well, the Wii U is just
It's there.
It's the Wii U is
Participant award.
Yeah, it's Nintendo participated. They got the participation award.
Much like the Oakland Raiders.
Yeah. Nintendo's going to be all about the NX. We're hearing some rumblings that maybe the NX will have VR in it. I don't know. We'll see. I'm not sure Nintendo would jump that far, but we'll see what's going on. It'll be interesting to see. Of course, they're going to be all about Zelda. I'm sure they'll have a few other games out there that they'll be promoting. Microsoft, we think, is going to be all about Minecraft and hopefully some more about Kinect, because Kinect has withered and it's about becoming worthless. And we've loved Kinect as a gaming experience and getting up and exercising, but it's seeming to fall apart.
Square Enix.
Square Enix is going to be about, of course, Final Fantasy 15, probably 14. I don't even know if 11's still going. We don't really do much with the online games because we're just sick of them and they're annoying. We prefer offline modes like we talked about in the previous videos, like PSO, Corporation, and all that. Kingdom Hearts. Disney, actually, from what I heard, is not going to even be at E3 because they're canceling Disney Infinity. So there's been rumors they won't even attend. I don't know if they will or won't. Trying to think anyone else big. Natsume is going to be about their Harvest Moon, and they're all in their false goddess stuff that they're promoting again. The religious aspects in video games is shocking, to a lot of people, and they're like, why can't you just support what the majority of Americans support? God. Don't know. They don't listen. I have told them that every E3, and they're just like, but we love this, and we're like, but our readers don't. And they just kind of look at me with a blank stare, and it's like, obviously, you're not going to celebrate our diversity, are you? Anyone else you can think of?
Sega, I don't know if they're doing that much. They're not doing well. Sonic Booms really drove them into the ground.
Yeah, well, also Sega buying the corrupt Atlas USA has not helped them one bit, in my opinion. I mean, I would not be surprised to see Sega join Atari in bankruptcy, but then somehow pop back up again. I don't know how Atari keeps doing it. Atari's been bankrupt so many times, they keep coming back. They're coming back again now on Steam. I don't get it. Anyway, I'd like to thank everyone for watching. Have a wonderful day.